Youth. The youth is a beautiful, precious stage in life. When you are young, you have everything: vitality, energy, enthusiasm, joy, and all of that. Unfortunately, the world is offering all of us, especially to the youth, many things that fascinate us, many aspects that trap the attention of young people, and many aspects that put our conscience to sleep. Here, the Gnostic wisdom teaches us many tools for us to awaken our consciousness, to stop being manipulated, to stop being slaves of the circumstances, of the things that are presented to us externally. The young person is bombarded by innumerable fascinations all around that trap and hypnotize them. And sometimes they waste all that which youthfulness brings, all that infinite potential. So this message is for the youth, to remind us that we should make the most of all the capabilities that we have as young people. But unfortunately, many aspects of everyday life are limiting those capabilities and are killing all of the potential of youth. For example, technology is something important. It is something that serves us very well. But when, for example, young people start playing video games, it can awaken their inferior instincts. And of course, that is why we hear so many stories of young individuals who harm others with weapons and alike. Because technology is an influence that we cannot deny, the influence of the internet, the influence of the television, all the messages that we receive through our cell phones, all those messages are influences that sometimes young people do not know how to channel, and they misfocus all their euphoria, all their energy. So we have to know how to deal with all of this. Music can also generate euphoria. It can lead us to make many mistakes, and for young people, let's keep in mind that everything we do in our youth, we have to account for as adults. All the forms of abuse that we partake in our youth, all the energy we waste, the poor nutrition, all those aspects that go against our health, if as young people we are not careful, then as adults, all that will be left is to regret those behaviors because of the health problems, psychological and moral problems, and all of that. So young people, take advantage of all the opportunities you have to enjoy life in a healthy way. Because everything you do today, in the present, you will have to account for in the future. So let's make the most of this beautiful and wonderful stage you are living in, and this includes making good use of your sexuality. We see now how there are many teenage pregnancies, many unwanted pregnancies. And starting a sexual life at an early age has its connotations and also has its consequences. So let's enjoy life in a healthy way, with all that it offers us, but in a healthy and responsible way, taking advantage of this beautiful stage of life so that later in your adulthood you can enjoy everything you cultivated as a young person. We invite you to our Gnostic conferences all around the world, where they will teach you many tools and knowledge which you can use to take advantage of this wonderful stage in your life.